I'd buy that for $1.
All right. Happier news now. Happier news. Marvel news.
Happy joy. Happy joy.
So we've talked about the rumors that we've heard that they're just going to say Kang died on his spaceship at the end of Ant-Man 3 or 4, whatever the fuck it was. Newest rumors are suggesting that it's going to be Dr. Doom who's going to just like kill Kang and be done with it. And that's what's going to make Doom so instantly powerful and scary, is he comes in and kills Kang. I don't know how I feel about that. That sounds very insistent. Like if it just happens automatically. I don't know.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Sure.
This particular Twitter poster is sometimes right, most of the time wrong. So I'd like to be proven wrong. I'd like this to be accurate because this would make the most sense.
True.
I have my doubts though.
And it would be
think
the least
Strange is going to show up at the end of Fantastic Four, and he's just going to do a Tony Stark thing of, I am Dr. Doom. Fuck you.
Yeah, but we need you anyway. Come on.
Yeah. But they're going to wrap up that the Kang thing somehow because it's been too big of a story otherwise. Like, it's been through the TV shows, it's been through the movies. I mean, Ant-Man fucking beat his ass. You don't have to go much further than that. You can just let it go. You just don't try and make sense of that shit any further than you need to. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, like, because everything that it was supposed to bleed into, they stopped it. It was not in Deadpool and Wolverine. It's not going to be in Agatha anymore, thank God. Like, I really hope they keep Agatha just being straight supernatural. Keep the science out of it.
Sounds like they might be with Agatha.
I hope, because it was supposed to be Kang that wrote the Darkhold, and I'm kind of like,
I don't know about that.
Don't mix science and magic. Don't mix science and magic. And I know they tried that with Thor, saying it's just anyway. Speaking of Deadpool and Wolverine, Ryan Reynolds released a video this week that showed a deleted scene that was not an Easter egg, but I guess should have been. Did you see this yet?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's not much to it. It's just the end of the battle. He's the only one left, and he looks up at the camera like this, and it ends that way. And they're saying Gambit is alive.
That's not what happens in the movie, though. But yeah.
No. Well, again, that's why they didn't have it as an Easter egg, because then they'd have to explain what happened to Blade. They'd have to explain what happened to Elektra.
All of them.
Yeah. With the exception of Laura, who somehow managed to get out. We don't know.
Somehow they managed to return everybody.
Oh,
Just
wait,
like
that's right.
Palpatine.
Daphne Keane signed that Disney contract. That's how she made it through to the holy timeline.
Sorry, Daphne, you can't put out a diss track now.
No. Diss track.
But I am going to say this about the Gambit thing real quick. Like, I like Channing Tatum as the cameo and doing the bit role as Gambit. A whole movie with him, I'm not on board with. And Gambit is my favorite X-Men character. You hear for years like, oh, I'm a Wolverine guy. I'm a Gambit guy. I'm a Gambit guy. I'm not a Wolverine guy.
Who's that?
Channing Tatum, he was fine for the bit role. A whole movie, I cannot put up with that shit. Taylor Kitsch was fucking better in X-Men Origins Wolverine. And he was on the screen for like 5 fucking minutes. Yeah. I cannot handle Channing Tatum doing that shit. I'm sorry. I know a lot of you like it. Hey, that's totally cool. It was fine for Deadpool and Wolverine. A whole fucking movie of that bullshit with him, unless you got a smoking hot Jean Grey and a cast that'll make Channing Tatum look like he's a 2-bit community actor like he actually is, then fuck off. Give me a real goddamn Gambit movie, fuckers. Or get the fuck out of here. I ain't fucking interested in that shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, for this timeline,
he was fine in Deadpool and Wolverine.
For this timeline, it was great. It was funny. It it was still action packed, but to have that joke, I can't understand him for like another 90 minutes, 2 hours in his own solo flick would get old fast. Yeah. So that's okay. I like it for what
Agatha
it was.
time, baby.
Yeah, so here's the runtimes, the reported runtimes for the first 4 episodes of Agatha. And this looks
could be longer.
Could be much longer. Like, come on now, you guys. It's been people have been bitching about this like since fucking She-Hulk, where like the times differed and changed and bounced back and forth. You're like, well, how long are we watching this week?
I'll show Catherine how longer.
Well, so
I know. Get in line, Jeff.
I know this looks pretty typical. It's not the biggest news we could find, but it was. Have they said, is it going to be 6 or 8 episodes? That's the only.
I thought it was going to be 8, actually, because it's been finished for like a couple of years now. Okay. Unless they're cutting episodes out, I am not sure. But they did that with Echo. They cut out like 2 episodes of that. As far as like this show, I think they're going to largely leave it as is, because from what earlier reports are, this is actually a pretty decent show. Mm-hmm. So you're going to get me on board with that. I know we've like done reactions before and I've been like, but like, honestly, when they're doing the serious moments before the reveal of, oh, hey, you've been brainwashed by Wanda, you need to remember, it's like, I was getting Swamp Thing vibes, like DC Swamp Thing with Derek Mears, the really good DC show that was canceled before it even freaking aired. And I'm like, you know what? That actually feels pretty cool. If they can actually keep that kind of sense of like horror, mystery, science fiction, magic, and witchcraft going for the whole series, and they don't get too goofy, and I know some of you are going to hate the word, I'm going to say it, but if this show gets a little too woke, like, it's going to kill it for me. It doesn't mean it's going to be. We don't know. Nobody has actually seen this whole fucking show. That's what would lose me particularly, but there is something here that could actually be fun from what I'm hearing, and I'd be on board for that. I'd actually be open to that.
Well, it's funny that you mention it. Oh. Joe Locke.
Oh, Twinkie time.
We're not allowed to say those words. We're not gay.
Maybe I should get some booze over here already.
Joe Locke wanted
to
bulk up. He like Emma Corrin was upset that they wanted to get personal trainers and they didn't get to. Joe unfortunately was told to stay small and Twinkie like, which for those of you who are not hateful at home, twink is something that you call a small, dainty, effeminate male homosexual. So in other words, it's frail and bitch-like myself. Before I got fat.
And got married.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I got married, got kids, got happy, got old, got fat, got bald. Otherwise, I used to be nice little handsome young man like him. But anyway, it's like I put Frankenfurter down there because all I could hear in my head was a weakling weighing 98 pounds will get sand in his face.
He looks like he'd be
in the ground
more than like whatever character he's playing in this. And that's not even making a joke. It's like, this dude looks like he could actually play like a Peter Pan or even be in like Rocky Horror Picture Show. Like if they're going to do a remake, he looks like he would be okay as like the Tim Curry replacement in a modern update of Rocky Horror. Not that I'm watching to fucking do a remake of that, but like there is something to be said about a look like this and somebody of talent like this as an actor. And from what I understand, he's actually a pretty decent actor from what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Like I haven't seen much with him in it, but like from what I hear, like he's actually a decent actor who's kind of being pigeonholed in this show a little bit.
That's I what he says here is what I mean. They didn't tell him to actually stay Twinkie like, but they told him that in a very corporate way.
Roundabout way, yeah. They beat around the bush, everybody. And he had already manscaped it.
You know, Disney does shit like that. They do. And it sucks, but that's the role that they had in mind. And that's the role he signed up to play. So I'm sorry you didn't get your chance to bulk up and shit like that. You may have to do that on your own time. But I am excited to see him in this. I am excited to see this. I don't know. I don't want to get stuck calling him Twinkie the Kid for the rest of my fucking life. And I'm sure I will, because it's going to get stuck in my head.
Twinkie the Kid.
I fucking love Twinkies. I'm sorry.
Greenfield.
Yes, God damn it. You want to see something cool?
Yes.
All right, then. That's something cool.
The Thing, baby. Although to me, and I've said this on other streams, this is Micro from Punisher season 1, everybody. And he will always be Micro to me, but like, this is dope. This reminds me of 94 Fantastic Four, which some people will be like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? That shit was goofy and cheesy and terrible, but it was still the best Fantastic Four movie to date. This has got me, my eyes and ears are radar locked in on this, and I'm like, yeah, this could be all right.
Yeah. He looks as good as Chickless there, probably better. Looks more comic accurate than Chickless did, I think, with his eyebrows.
Chickless was very good as the Thing.
Yeah, like he exuded so much emotion through his eyes, and you can't necessarily see that here, which is, again, okay.
They'll probably fix that in like post or something, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, my friend Mike said this looks Corman bad or Corman awful. I'm like, fuck you, it looks Corman awesome.
Goddamn right, bro. Fucking awesome.
So I'm excited. Like, the suit looks like the old cartoon from the Fantastic Four, the 90s cartoon. His face looks just like Jack Kirby drew it. And I think he's going to be fucking amazing.
I think so too.
And as he said in the first season of The Punisher, you know he's hung like a fucking moose. So
damn right he is.
Thing or not, nobody's
Flame on. Thank you for watching this clip from our Dead Wire live streams every Saturday night at 9 p.m. Pacific time. Did you like this clip? If so, please make sure you hit that like button, share, and subscribe to this video. Stay tuned to all of our video content. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.